Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Watcher of Realms video. Guys, we're back on the main account here, and we're going to be testing out a epic that a few people have said I was sleeping on. So I've got AZZOTH here from the Infernal faction. I've taken him to Awakening 5, which gives him a lot of extra bang for his buck, I guess. And we're going to be gearing him out today. We're going to be testing him in places like Guild Boss. We're going to be testing him in Gear Raid 1. Before we do, though, there is a promo code that is coming around right now. Let me just get involved in that. So this is kind of like the aftermath of the Halloween event. Morrigan, the Samaritan. Redemption successful. Right, what are we getting? Surely we're not getting Morrigan. So 200 diamonds for the reward. I was like, is that the right reward? Yeah, it looks like it is. So 200 diamonds if you want to get in the mix of that. Okay, let's get into this hero then. So why is this epic someone that people are calling out? It's actually got a very interesting skill set. So we've got an ultimate ability here, which basically if you get to Awakening 5, which is obviously higher to do, but not that hard to do on an epic, I would say. I've not got out and like bought a load of stuff. This is just me kind of picking up those Awakening stones over time. When Paradise Blood, which is the ultimate here, is in effect, targets hit with critical attacks will infect surrounding enemies for one tile with burning. So burning's going to do 20% magic damage per second. Burning effects can carry on from other effects as well. So be different types of burning going on, I guess. Also says here on the Awakening 3, Paradise Blood no longer limits the number of crits. So what they're talking about here, you basically got an ultimate which when activates starts to improve your crit damage, but also your crit rate. So for 30 seconds, this pops off for your crit rate grows by 5% per second, or until and goes on for 30 seconds, or until you do 10 crits. So once you hit Awakening 3, that 10 crits drops away. It's just a straight 30 seconds of enhanced damage, which is pretty cool. We've got the basic attack here. Deals 110% damage to an enemy and inflicts the burning if you do a crit. And you've got the A2 here. When the hero lands a crit, 35% chance to deal additional 100% of your damage of attack, right? So there's a few things going on. It's a bit awkward to know how to build this guy entirely, because the ultimate is building more crit over time. Now that's just wasted stats if you build him 100% crit. But then his basic attack here does more, has got a chance to put the burning on if you crit. So you don't want to just be reliant on the ult, but the ult does go on for like 30 seconds, and it's quite a low cost to pop this ult off. Let me see what this cost looks like compared to someone like this. Yeah, you got like a 1200 cost versus here a 900 cost, and you almost get it straight away. Like you come in with 800 if you've got him fully skilled out. So literally you're going to get it almost straight away. So yeah, not the easiest one to know how to build. I'm going to build mine with something close to like 80-90% crits. I guess if you were proper endgame and you had the right gear, you might just go straight 100% crit. The promotions along the way were kind of just like improving things like the passives, stats, just stats other than that. So really it's a promotion one is getting you your main unlock. And in the other Awakenings, yeah, I mean, definitely the Awakenings were solid. Like, you got more rage for every crit that you land. Damn, that doesn't mean you are going to want high crit so that you get your rage back a lot quicker. Damage, yeah, and the other ones are things that I've already called out. So I'm going to be going high crit. I'm going to be going at least like 90%, I think, and then just go high attack, try and get to somewhere close to like 9k attack, 8 to 9k, and then build out 90% crit, as much crit damage as I can after that. Okay, so gear is definitely something which is lacking on my account. Like I'm needing to be going all out on gear raids right now. My gear raid 1 is delivering me some stuff, but I definitely need to be pushing to the next level, and certainly gear raid 3 to get better artifacts. But what do we end up with here? So I've got a nice piece here which is giving me some attack speed with the bonus, but also giving me my crit rate and a high amount of attack bonus. This is one of my best pieces, I guess, right now. I've then got, to match with the set, more attack bonus, more crit rate. I might as well just take that one right the way up. Get myself a little bit more attack in. much extra do we get there? 370. It's getting me close to that 10k attack. I've got attack percent bonus here with crit rate and crit damage on it, plus a little bit of extra attack. We've got attack percent bonus with crit rate and crit damage, and then attack percent bonus with crit rate here as well. So I got up to nearly 100%. I'm at like 90-odd% crit rate. I would prefer about an extra 40 or so attack speed, but it's not too bad. It does get me to, where's my attack interval here? 2 seconds at the moment. So I gained a bit of an improvement there. 90% crit. My crit damage is low, but I do get that kind of big boost of crit damage from his ultimate kicking in. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's test him out. Let's go into my guild boss fight first. So I've not done my guild boss for today. And guild boss, I've been away for a couple of weeks, so I've not pushed guild boss at all over the last couple of weeks. Been a bit kind of like static, just going in with the auto fights. So be interesting to see where we get to. So we're going nightmare free. Don't think I've got the Lord here for the Infernal faction. So let's drop out, keep one healer in, keep Dolores in, take that out for a second. He's definitely obviously going in. So no, I don't think I've got the Lord that's going to help me out here. So we'll just have to kind of like roll with what we've got. Who's going to come in my last spot? It's a shame actually, so I've got a good few heroes from that faction as well, which would help me out if I did get the Lord for that, but I don't have it right now. So we've got the fighters in, Dolores in, a healer in, this dude, Nocturne. There's not much else that's going to come in actually that's going to boost my damage at all, so I may as well just bring back in this Lord here to give the heroes that I am going to use a bit of a boost. Okay, let's do this setup then. So my Wrath does do some self-healing, so we're going to throw him in there. There. At the back for Setram. Let's just flip the view. Let's put Mr. Bernie in here. Dolores in on that one. And then I need my healer. Covering everybody. One more damage spots. Guess it's going to be Nocturne. I've already got my ult away. I'm just going to ult whenever he's got it up because it's just going to be available so often. You can see the burn just like constantly ticking in. So we've got the Wrath burn and we've got the pop these early. We've got the Wrath burn going on and we've got his burn going on. It's up again. So that's the second time we've had his ult available already. Don't need the big heal yet from Vortex. Keep popping his ult whenever I can. Final Roar, let's heal through that. Again, just popping my ults a little bit early so I've got them back for the final requirement. The best I've seen myself do with my current teams was around like 5k. So I really want to be pushing over that. I think it's like 6.5k is the next, the next barrier. Coming up towards the last phase here. Got his back again. What are we at? 3.4. We're at like 4k. It's going to be tight, I think. It's going to be tight as to whether I got more damage or not. Definitely going to get over the 5. Last few seconds. 5.3. It's not bad damage, but it's not like a massive new change for me. Just interested to see where he pops up in this group. So he ended up basically the same damage as my Wrath, ahead of my Abomination, who basically needs a regear. He didn't really get into the fight. So I'm doing more damage, obviously, with my Nocturne and my Setram. That's going to be pretty obvious. But yeah, basically coming in that same level of damage as Wrath. And Wrath is like widely considered as a huge damage dealer in Guild Boss. So definitely one that's worth like having a look at if you're struggling to kind of come up with a damage dealer for your Guild Boss. You saw how often his ult was back there as well. It was actually mad. Okay, let's check out Guild Raid 1. So I have pushed quite hard. I'm on like stage 18 clears now. And this is probably my best gear raid that I'm doing right now. I've finally kind of got into a point where I can farm good stuff, but I do want to be able to farm some of the kind of more interesting, better level gears as well. So we're going to be taking a look at stage 19 here and see if we can do something on this. Right. Quite interested to see what people are doing against this. I'm not able to see. Okay. Pop some of these down. Gonna need healing going off pretty quick. I feel like we're barely touching them right now. Okay, now we're gonna bring my new fella. Now we've got a bit of a kind of setup. Straight in with the ult, actually. So many units in there. Get his ult going again. Basically, we're getting the burn from him going across this group. Trying to keep people up. These guys do a lot of damage. Oh. Just too much going on. It's too much. So I guess I'm just not ready. I'm not ready for like stage 20 or whatever that is. Man, they're absolutely kicking my ass there. It's funny because it's completely different from what I'm seeing on stage 18. But let's have a look. Damn, he actually does tons more damage than almost anybody else that is in my group. So that is absolutely interesting right there. He's doing a ton more work than a lot of my other heroes. I put him in quite late. So again, shows his value. Like he's definitely worthwhile having in the squad. I guess maybe let's just go back a stage because I cannot beat stage 19 just yet. But let's throw him in the team here. I guess maybe it's just no point in having her in because that's actually, I'm totally shocked actually the amount of damage he's just done there. Let's get him in super early. Just popping ult straight away. There's also an element here. My builds just like need updating, I guess, through a number of my different heroes. Going again. Some ults. Obviously, I've got Power of Dominance on here, but I'm really keen to see how much damage he is pumping out of this team. Just gets his ult back straight away every time. It's just 100% of the time he's ulting. It's crazy. I mean, obviously I've got Power of Dominance on there, so we're fighting through that so easy, but I'm interested to see how much of that damage was him. Bearing in mind he was now out from the start. Yeah, look, second place by some way. So the only hero that's out damaging him is obviously my big hitter, yeah? And everyone else is just kind of like nowhere near. So look, I guess the vibe is definitely don't sleep on this dude. He is pumping out ults like crazy, especially if you can get his awakening levels up. And, you know, if you're struggling to kind of get yourself through Deer Raid 1 or you're struggling to get some damage going up on Guild Boss, AZZOTH is definitely a decent option. And yeah, I mean, what would the Lord faction be as well? When Twin Fiend casts a meteoric strike, yes, it's the Twin Fiend guy. Get some penetration up, okay, and extra crit and stuff. So definitely, if you've got that Lord as well, it's going to be even stronger. There you go, guys. I've been Hell Hades, trying out some Epic. And yeah, pretty damn solid. I'll see you soon.